with the power of Robitussin in every bite. Fast cough relief anywhere. Now with new, improved flavor. Chew on relief, chew on a Robitussin.
Hey, my treat today. I don't think they'll take that here.
Of course they take Discover.
You're stuck in the past.
Unlike me.
You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Totally.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery, tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
If history has taught us anything, it's not root against the underdog. It pays to know what's coming.
Check the group chat!
Every great leap began with a bold first step. And there's no shortage of second chances. Against impossible odds. You don't stand down. You swing close. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Spectrum is connectivity everywhere. Built by an internet company because internet is what you use your phone for. And Spectrum One seamlessly combines 5G and fiber-powered internet for the fastest wireless speeds. Just one reason Spectrum is the fastest growing mobile provider. Spectrum One. It's only the seamless connection you love at home, everywhere you go. It's only everything. Additional mobile lines are just $30 a month.
The Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. And the Nashville Convention and Visitors Corporation. Visit musiccity.com.
We've seen some thrillers here at the Music City Bowl, including 21. Purdue outlasted Tennessee in overtime, 48-45. Aiden O'Connell threw for 534 and 5 touchdowns. Beat your buddy Mike Glennon's old Music City passing bowl record. Josh Dobbs ran for 3 and 118 yards. Tennessee beat Nebraska. Before that, Lamar went for 276 on the ground against Texas A&M. I remember that because we got stuck in the elevator at the A&M marching band. Did you have earplugs? It made for a long ride down. And then Aiden O'Connell game ended a little controversy at the end of that one. We did that game. Sure did. Tennessee fans remember that well. Learned that night that the whistle doesn't necessarily stop the play. High kick into the wind, taken on the run at the 11-yard line. And a four-headed steam all the way out past the 30 for Khalil Valentine. It's a game plan for Illinois this drive.
I think you get back to what's been working for you, which is some play action shot plays. They've actually been pretty successful at protecting Luke Altmyer and allowing him to attack the intermediate aspect of the field, trying to take some shots downfield. It's also been really good in the RPO game, so called runs and just taking the free access, the free grass that Tennessee's allowing on the outside. This is a big drive for this Tennessee defense to get a stop, get some momentum back in this game after your offense got points on the board and kind of shook off some rust in that first half for them.
Lady motion out of the backfield, straight ahead. Lawfrey, and he's past the 45 and a first down run. For Abe Lawfrey. His defensive coordinator, William Anderson, just hired Jim Knowles. 18 years as a defensive coordinator, including the last 4 of the Big Ten. This year's at Penn State, prior to at Ohio State, won a national title. Lawfrey's got nowhere to go. Tennessee stops him. It's a loss of play.
Ainge's focus was really to simplify some things, so guys are thinking less and playing faster. A lot of new faces, a lot of true freshmen out there. A few of their main guys not in the lineup, so important drive for them to get pressure on Altmyer, try to find a way, whether it's through blitz or just winning one-on-ones on the outside. Remember, left tackle J.C. Davis is not playing. Nathan Knappich has been great on the left side, but got to find a way to get there.
Here comes Fred Altmyer by design. The screen out to Beatty, and he picks up 10, just short of the first down. leave 3rd and 1.
Well, and a great call when you know that Tennessee's going to be pinning their ears back on 2nd and long. Little tunnel screen to Beatty.
Third and short. It's Lawfrey in the backfield. Altmaier under center. Lawfrey manages to pick up the first down. By the way, we're looking for a short yardage situation for Illinois. They're going to break out a never-before-seen alignment called Hermanos. Have 3 sets of brothers on the field at the same time. That's a goal for Brett Bielema and his offensive coordinator, Barry Lunny, to get it in. 5 sets of brothers on this team total.
Probably weren't going to break it out in a 3-point game in Tennessee's territory in the middle of the 3rd quarter.
I don't know. Brett seemed pretty confident about it. Jumped up on the grease board last night to draw it up for us. Altmaier fakes right, looking back left. Now he scrambles. Alec Altmaier runs into the official and picks up the first down. He will let nothing stand in his way on the win here tonight in Nashville. Sean Garrity, the umpire, failed to make the tackle.
Yeah, trying to go a double move to the field. Great coverage by Tennessee, and then just get out of the way.
Ludacris said it best. Move. Oh, poor Sean didn't know it hit him. No worse for the wearer? Maybe.
Actually, out a little bit. Maybe it's cold.
It's cold.
He doesn't have pads on.
Oh, I don't think he got the play. The play clock. Illinois will take a timeout. Give everybody a chance to catch their breath. 3-point Illinois lead.
It all starts in January when Christmas-loving designers dream up an incredible world. Huge ice blocks begin freezing in June, and in September, 2 million pounds of ice will move across the country. In October, artisans arrive from Harbin, China, and with their expert skills start to chip, chisel, and saw. In November, Ice, featuring a Charlie Brown Christmas, is revealed. Join us and experience so much Christmas at Gaylord Opryland.
Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes take you on lavish adventures. Luxuriate with your faves in the $5 box. Be transported to more opulence with the $7 box. Or encounter a world of delights in the $9 box, like the cheesy dipping burritos with creamy garlic sauce. It's Lux. For less, choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box, only at Taco Bell.
This is the year your hair stops holding you back. You'll ditch the hat and go on that date. You're still nervous. It's just not about your hairline. That shift won't happen overnight. It'll come from sticking to a hair growth routine that works from the inside out. So when she walks in, you won't be in your head. You'll be right here. Because the difference isn't just in your hair. Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com/men.
The best place started Great Clips, and Kirk Cousins knows Clip Notes has the game plan for his go-to cut every time.
You like that?
Oh!
Yeah, you like that.
Get game ready at Great Clips, official sponsor of the College Football Playoff.
Start your year with healthy, restful sleep from Ashley. Our New Year's mattress sale makes it easy with Ashley Sleep starting at only $249 and no interest for 5 years when you shop in store. That's top brand mattresses starting at only $37 a month. Better sleep starts at Ashley.
On the 12th day of winter, the Jeep ran into me. 12 switchbacks winding, 11 rubber duckies, 10-inch touchscreen, 9 pine tree sparkling, 8 decades going, 7 spots are shining, skipping a few, 3 rows of seats, 2 bigger waves, and only one.
Jeep, there's only one. Right now during the Jeep Wrap-Up the Year Sales event, purchase and get $4,500 total bonus cash allowance. Plus, get no monthly payments for 90 days on select 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L models from dealer stock.
Well, Tennessee and Illinois matching up for the first time ever on the gridiron tonight. And after a very sluggish first half, Tennessee's offense coming together on that last drive. Luke Altmaier with a touchdown strike. This was how things started. And then strip sack coming up in the end zone for Illinois. And it was 17 unanswered at that point. Tennessee able to cap off a 9-play, 75-yard drive with a Sean Bishop touchdown plunge. And here we are with Illinois trying to answer. He joined us late. Luke Altmaier, tremendous story for Illinois. Started his college career playing for Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss. Lost the starting job year 2 to Jackson Dart. Entered the portal. He had some imposter syndrome, felt lost in the football field, lost in life, turned to his pastor, therapist, built his confidence back up even after a rocky first season in Champaign-Urbana. And he will leave Illinois, one of the most prolific passers in school history. And how about this with the legs? Altmaier dances his way for an Illinois first down.
I love the whole sequence there. Luke Altmaier, as he gets up, a little banged up there, but he pointed out the safety blitz from Jump Street, tries to throw quick to the left. It's covered, so again, he takes off using his athleticism. It is a cold night. Sometimes that turf hurts worse than any linebacker can hit you.
Artificial surface here at Nissan Stadium. Altmaier fakes right, goes right back there. And inside the 5 to Tanner Arkin.
Such a good throw. Normally this ball would be up and over the top, but Tennessee safety Caleb Beasley was redirecting deep over the top. So he puts this ball in the back shoulder there. Great little adjustment on the fly to Tanner Arkin.
Arkin, the workhorse, has the second most starts at tight end in program history behind only Matt Cushing and one spot ahead of Illinois' athletic director Josh Whitman. Played for Lou Tepper and went on to the NFL, Whitman did. First and goal for Illinois. Altmaier takes it himself. He's in! Touchdown, Illinois! Luke Altmaier all over the Illinois record books from a passing standpoint. But tonight, Altmaier has been able to get it done on the ground with that touchdown run.
Watch the tight ends on the right side of your screen, Tanner Arkin and Christian Abney. Watch them just push these defenders all the way down. Then they take them past the center to open up that hole for Luke Altmaier. Physicality up front has been won by Illinois all night so far.
You see him rocking the baby?
I did see that. Pretty good. You think he's shouting out Jordan? Like Michael Jordan, or
I think here's who he's shouting out. He watches SEC Network every Saturday night. He's shouting out our guy, Jordan Rodgers, and his beautiful bride, JoJo, Romy Blair, born 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah, a little early, 3 weeks early, you could tell. I mean, I've been working hard, right? I did all the work. My poor wife, she goes, "Oh, I just had to get this baby out of me. My husband's just sleeping."
Well, congratulations to both. Would you like to take me?
You want to interlock the arms a little bit more, especially with a tiny 6-pound, 10-ounce newborn, but they'll get there. We're all not experts. I'm 7 days in. I still know what I'm doing.
Hey, Capeman did it. You'll be fine. 10-point Illinois lead. What a run for Altmaier. Illinois almost plus 100 in total yards tonight over this prolific Tennessee offense, which has been held in check. Now the return through traffic past the 20 to the 21. NFL Week 18 regular season finale has a Saturday doubleheader at ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Deportes loaded With playoff implications, the Buck hosts the Panthers, who have a chance to win the division at 4:30 Eastern, and the Seahawks square up against the 49ers for the number 1 seed in the NFC. How about the Brock Purdy show?
Man, the job he has done with not much help around him. That offense outside Christian McCaffrey has been so banged up all year. Brock Purdy has carried them. John Jennings making plays, the former Tennessee wide receiver, had a touchdown last game.
Quick hitter to the outside. Pickup of 10 on first down to Mike Matthews. I thought we might see a little bit more of Matthews tonight if the offense had been humming. On the ground, chain gang is late to move. Big gain of a couple.
Yeah, they're a little frozen down there too.
Hold up, fellas. Let's get them set. Head linesman. Get everybody moving. The play before was indeed a first down. And they had yet to move the sticks. So Josh Heupel will get tripped up on the chain. Second and 6 for Aguilar in Tennessee. Deshaun Bishop, redshirt sophomore at Carnes High School in Knoxville, Tennessee. He was slated to go to Coastal Carolina to play for Jamie Chadwell. Chadwell left for Liberty. Bishop looked for a new opportunity, so he walked on to Tennessee. Now Volunteers looking at a 3rd and 4.
Illinois is showing blitz. They got to give Joey Aguilar time to throw this ball.
They bring 4 and still nearly got to him. A perimeter shot to Staley. Not a foul, it says inbounds, but a first down regardless as we approach 100 minutes of playing the 3rd quarter. Off the left side is Deshaun Bishop to the logo and nearly to midfield.
But I'm excited for that Texas Tech Oregon game as well. See some of the playoff games flash across the screen there at the top. I think that's the matchup nobody's really talking about. It could end up being one of the best.
Three-man rush, Aguilar with time, working against the zone, complete for another first down.
There we go, Rodarius Jackson, the true freshman, talented true freshman getting involved there. Said his name a few times tonight.
And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Illinois trying to hold on to a double-digit lead in a battle of 8 and 4 teams. The Illini leading Tennessee, but the Volunteers driving. 24-14, Illinois.
Wake up! We got pain to relieve by morning. Ice, hot, lavender! Icy hot, nighttime recovery. You're so back.
Fighting through forms for new car insurance rates can take forever. Count on Intuit Credit Karma to show you personalized rates from top providers so you can get to the coverage you need ASAP. Download the app to get started.
When I first started college, I had a husband getting ready to deploy and a small child.
I experienced a personal tragedy.
My wife and I wanted to start a family.
When I decided to finish my degree,
I transferred my old credits.
I didn't have to repeat work I'd already done.
University of Phoenix makes transferring simple. And with eligible credits, you can earn your bachelor's degree faster without repeating courses.
So I transferred to University of Phoenix.
Because moving forward doesn't involve repeating the past.
Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds.
People, it's a mascot! Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants.
Burns knee pads? And the control room censored it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I'm coming in fast. First place seat coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that. I'm coming in fast. First place seat coming in last.
So much on the line.
The party's just getting started. New Year's Rockin' Eve is turning up live with performances by Mariah Carey, Post Malone, the legendary Diana Ross, and more. New Year's Rockin' Eve live December 31st on ABC.
Indiana gonna win, baby!
We're in Florida asking people what they put their money on. I'm all in on OKC.
Indiana got that dog in them.
Will egg prices go up this month?
I think we'll hit $20. How many hurricanes do you think we'll have this year? Kalshi lets you legally trade on anything, anywhere in the U.S. OKC!
OKC!
Your entertainment the way you want it. With Spectrum TV, all these streaming apps are included at no extra cost. So you can watch anything. Movies, series, sports, reality, news.
Here's a look at today's top story.
Exclusive originals.
We await your orders.
Even more of your favorites with live TV. Stream across your devices and enjoy anywhere.
See you later.
Get it all with Spectrum TV.
From Music City, USA, we head to the fourth quarter. Illinois leads Tennessee 24-14. Tom Hart, Jordan Rogers, Cole Kubelik. Illinois' defense has done a masterful job on Joey Aguilar in this Tennessee offense. Tennessee scores 41 points a game on average, held to 14 so far.
Yeah, it's been what I've said many times tonight already. Illinois is content sitting back in a two shell, two safeties really deep, and a third middle defender about 10 to 12 yards deep as well. But again, Cole mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the focus of this offseason was to attack teams that wanted to play three safeties and deep cover two. And their answer was condensed formations, hole protection, so play action where you're moving offensive linemen. And they haven't really been able to get into that. You see two receivers down here at the bottom really wide again. They're still using spacing.
Illinois had that one stuffed out from the jump. It turns into a 2-yard gain for Deshaun Bishop.
This is where it's frustrating, but if you're Joey Halsley, you can't just keep running the football. You're driving the football, it's a 10-score game, you still got time on the clock. And
Bishop blown up in the backfield. He had nowhere to go. Angelo McCullum all over that play. He was playing varsity football as a freshman at 13 years old. And a Pickerington, Ohio native found Bishop in the backfield.
that is just a great read by McCullum. He sees that the whole way. Eyes up, watching the quarterback, reading the drops of these offensive linemen.
Now 3rd and 15. Three-man rush this time. They bring it forward. Aguilar over the middle. A little low, but good for the first down on the catch by Mike Matthews. The times Illinois has only brought 3. Aguilar has had a ton of time.
That's a great catch there by Mike Matthews.
Here's Bishop. That'll lean it back inside. Picked up 4. Jill Rosiak with the stop. Negative 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 coming. Bishop coming off the field.
Illinois is really intentional about double substituting anytime Tennessee does. It's not just they take their time, they sub one and they wait and then sub the next.
Here's Star Thomas. The attention to detail for Brett Bielema is really next level. And a big part of that was the time that he spent on Bill Belichick's staff. Took Wisconsin to 3 consecutive Rose Bowls. The 12th play of the drive down for Tennessee. Third down 6. To the screen, and just short, but maybe a yard, is is Darius Jackson. Bishop came off the field a moment ago. And now he'll return on his 4th and short.
I like this play call. Aggressive. You do need a touchdown and a field goal, but at this point, you need some momentum more than anything. This could be a massive conversion here or a massive mistake for Tennessee.
It would only be a 34-yard field goal from here. Instead, they're trying to extend the possession. Bishop does just that with a Tennessee first down. Maybe if we're inside 4 minutes, you take the field goal instead, or think more about late game situations.
Yeah, with 11 plus minutes left, even if you don't pick it up, you still probably have at least 2 or 3 possessions, so you have an opportunity to make up for it. But to your point, yeah, if you're only guaranteed 1 more possession, then you have to take the field goal there. A nice aggressive play call from Heupel.
It's James Thompson Jr., the injured Illini. Remember, he was injured making that play in the strip sack in the 3rd quarter. Tennessee threatening 1st and 10 Volunteers at the 12 when we return.
Everyone knows music is the heart of Nashville.
But there's more than one way to play Music City.
4 ways to make it big. Like the most big.
4 ways to discover an original. 4 ways to add a little spice.
So how are you playing Music City?
Hey, vacation next week, Lisa. 5 days, nice. Big win for your alma mater. Thanks, congrats, bud.
How old are you?
No stink. Dad, a little behind on mandatory training. Let's get it done, pal.
How does he know everything?
I want. How long does Pat Brown work here? Pat, 7 years next month. Thanks for the hard work.
I want Paycom's command-driven AI.
Royal Match.
Honey, have you seen this minigame in Royal Match?
Wait, that's Royal Match? I thought this was a new game.
There are a lot more minigames since you quit. Look.
Okay, I don't remember so many mini games. Also, for the record, I didn't quit. I was taking a strategic break.
Well, while you were strategically breaking, I was saving the king.
Well, I guess I got to make my comeback and beat you at your own game.
Good luck. Royal Match. Download now.
When you dedicate your life to saving others, don't you deserve something dedicated to you? We think so. That's why the government chose AT&T to build FirstNet, a one-of-a-kind nationwide network for first responders. We put first responders first because their connection changes everything.
Get the most out of the postseason with the bundle. Watch ESPN's college football playoff and ESPN's NFL playoff games. And with NFL Plus Premium, the NFL Network can watch all live NFL playoff games on mobile, plus full game replays. Unlock it all with the ESPN and NFL Plus Premium bundle.
Well, Tennessee hasn't won a game when trailing by 10-plus points in the 4th quarter since Kalen DeBoer was the offensive coordinator in Indiana. The 2020 Gator Bowl was the last time they came from behind by 10-plus in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback of that Indiana team turned out pretty good as well. Michael Banks Jr.
He was injured.
He was hurt.
Yes.
The bowl game.
Yeah. Not bad.
Swing and a miss by me.
He was on the roster. You were right. First and 10 for Tennessee, down 10. Deshaun Bishop, massive hole, and he bounces it outside and in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Deshaun Bishop from 12 yards out. And the Volunteers have made a game of it here early 4th quarter. Second touchdown of the night for Bishop. 16 on the year for the former walk-on. into an all-conference type performer. Max Gilbert on for the point after. 3-point game. Take problem.
Just a six-man box again. So two safeties playing kind of a cover four shell look down in the red zone. A lot of teams do that, but the numbers tell you need to run the football. And Joey Halsley has been diligent in doing so, and it pays off for Deshaun Bishop once again.
Grandpa played at Tennessee back in the 80s. He has been a breakout star for Volunteers. The Tennessee fan base, a good chunk of them had soured on the season, especially for the beatdown that they got at the hands of Vanderbilt at home in the season finale. Remember this time last year, they were playing in the playoffs. But the hardy faithful that are in the building tonight are now excited about an opportunity for more drama. And every time Tennessee comes to this building, they seem to have just that. Can Illinois answer? No return for the Illini. Let's give the Tennessee history of the Music City Bowl going back to 2010 against North Carolina. Tennessee up with 16 seconds in regulation. TJ Yates spiked the ball. They thought time had run out. After review, they gave one more second. That would change the rule the next year. The Tennessee matched up with Nebraska. Derek Barnett got his 33rd sack. That's a school record-breaking Reggie White spark. And this was ruled a stop at the goal line. And Purdue escaped with an overtime victory. Jalen Wright was the one who seemingly got the ball over. The crew did not see it that way. Here's Luke Altmaier. In the backfield to Khalil Valentine. Was taken down inbounds and the clock will run. Gain of 9. Altmaier again with a ton of time in the pocket. Looking to his left, works through all his progressions, hits the check down to Valentine. Tennessee really feeling the pains of not having Joshua Josephs out there. But they just need to find ways to win. I mean, they got a bunch of good dudes up there. This defensive line is loaded with talent. Here's a first down run for Valentine. And he rumbles past midfield. 18-yard carry. That's one thing that impressed me when I flipped on the tape and started watching Khalil Valentine. Former four-star, just his ability to jump cut, the lateral quickness that he has. That run is supposed to go to the right. It's all clogged up. A little jump cut and acceleration after that. Nice read and a nice game. Well, Brett Bielema was born to the power run game, and he's had 7 straight centers drafted. He's been an O-line guru his entire career. Altmaier swings at the Clement on the outside. And with that has come 1,000-yard rushers galore. Now, Valentine, Fagan, and Lafrey have shared the role this year. Look at the history of 1,000-yard rushers under Brett Bielema. And the stack that they had at Wisconsin. Hill gave way to Clay, who played with White. And Monty Moore was setting records. Gave way to Alex Collins. He was together with Jonathan Williams and Raleigh Williams at Arkansas.
He tells us one year they were like 20 yards away from 3,000-yard rushers at Wisconsin.
Jeez. Yeah, I think that was the Clay, White, and there's one other guy from Florida who's on that team. Loss of a yard that time. Lawford. He's got Brett Bielema's got an interesting approach when it comes to recruiting. Danny Cole, when he meets with the player prospect for the first time.
It's all about relationships with Brett Bielema. He said one of the first things I like to do is ask him about their name, which you think is kind of obvious, but he wants to know how you got your name, where your name comes from. He said some guys have no idea. It's just the name that my parents came up with. He said, but you can learn a lot about a young man. You get them talking. Obviously, then you learn about their family, their parents, their grandparents. And it's kind of part of how he operates as a head coach.
Altmaier slings it inside. That's a catch by Beatty. By the way, going back to the 3,000-yard rush from Monty Ball in 2010, finished with 996. Oh. St. Louis, actually.
Couldn't get a four more.
Yeah, come on, what are we doing? Got a bunch of NFL guys on that O-line. They're down 5. Who's playing for the Tennessee defense?
Remember, this is going into the win, so probably 2-down territory for Illinois here.
Illinois averaging 8 yards a snap on this drive. Tennessee's got 7 on the line of scrimmage. Altmaier doesn't like it. And he burns a timeout. It's the second timeout taken by Illinois before they got the play calling. You're looking at a 3rd and 5 when we return to Nashville.
Doug.
There it is, Limu, the 50-yard line. Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance. To save people hundreds! Whoa! Ah! Looks like we're walking. A bit of a halftime. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Harbor's check engine light is on, but a friendly AutoZoner runs a free Fix Finder scan and refers her to a local shop.
Dr. Pepper presents a Play-Octuary special.
Happy Play-Octuary! 31 days of playoff football. Not for Tech. I make the playoff this year. Hey, Mr. Platypus. Got you a Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Oh, wait. Tech stinks! Guys, come on, stop!
That's Clinton, you're flagging our turf. We're just kidding.
Happy Play-Octuary!
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Check-in time is 3. It's 2:55. I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering host.
Think you can't afford weight loss meds? Get the lowest cost FDA approved GLP-1s on Roe. Insurance or cash pay, doesn't matter. Covered or not, you still get the lowest cost possible on Roe. Dave's $50 with insurance. Lisa qualified for a $199 starting price without. No matter how you pay, you can count on the lowest cost possible for GLP-1s on Roe. See if you're covered for GLP-1s at roe.co/lowest.
Find your SpongeBob crew at Burger King. Let your imagination set sail with 6 new SpongeBob toys. The SpongeBob Movie: Search for SquarePants, now playing.
The Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. And Gaylord Opryland. Accommodations provided by Gaylord Opryland Resort, making moments together extraordinary.
Hey, Doug. Got the even, finally. They're down 5. A 3-point game. Cole, you could use that blanket, I bet. Seems a little chilly down in the field.
It's not toasty.
You did not pack well, did you?
I didn't. No. It's just the bug. And I knew it was going to be
Well,
cold.
Cole, in case you were wondering, I got a space heater up here, and I got 3 of those hot pans in each pocket.
I have 17 in all my pockets.
Yeah, but you don't have the weather app on your phone. They're down 5 for Luke Altmaier in Illinois.
All right, Tennessee showed blitz last time, which would cause Altmaier to call the timeout. Not bringing it here.
Got a lead blocker, QB run. Altmaier gets hit, but he picks up the first down. Trying to run behind freshman left tackle Nathan Knappin. And Knappin got just enough to free Altmaier.
It's a great call because just in case Tennessee came out and had that all-out pressure again, You bring quarterback run because you get an extra blocker. You get your big running back, Caden Fagan, out there as a lead blocker. So whether it was blitz or not, a great play call after the timeout to pick up that first down.
Big for Caden Fagan might be an understatement there.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Derrick Henry big.
255 for a running back.
Oh, he's 6'3". Altmaier backpedaling. And he fits it in, layers it to Tanner Arkin for gain of 8 on first down.
That's a great throw by Altmaier. Falling away a little bit. Little tight end throwback delay.
You mentioned Altmaier, though, kind of welcoming that pressure a couple of times. I go back to that conversion. One of the things he told us when we met with him, he said, I want to be remembered as somebody who played the game tough.
Well, he's done that. Hand off to Valentine. That offensive line playing tough.
It's got me thinking, too, Tom, when you mentioned earlier in the broadcast about him having the opportunity to maybe go to a different school.
Yep.
Where would that have been on the priority list for Ole Miss Luke Altmaier compared to now? Doesn't feel like that would have been very high up the charts, but now something means a lot more to him.
Tennessee, when they were looking for a quarterback, came in Luke Altmaier, and the collective offered Luke a big chunk of money. He said, old me playing in front of 100,000 in the SEC, and that cash would have been out the door. New me appreciates what I have here at Illinois. Want to leave a legacy. Pressured into throwing incomplete. Ben Bolton was the man who brought the pressure on Altmaier. In this day and age of how the transfer portal works, we talked with Josh Heupel and Joey Halsey about it. And they said, let's be clear about it. We didn't talk to Luke Altmaier. No one in the football building did. That's just a layer of bureaucracy of how they do it with the third party doing it. And Altmaier was slow to get up after being dragged down.
He's taking a beating tonight. Quarterback runs and a couple big hits outside the pocket.
Play clock getting late.
They get the snap off, and they run it straight ahead. This is of 7 drives that Illinois has put together tonight. 6 of them, Jordan, have lasted at least 8 plays.
Jeez. It is tough to win a football game when the other team is controlling the ball the way that Illinois has. A crucial third down for this Tennessee defense to force a field goal attempt to keep this a one-score game.
Fagan is the back with Altmaier. Third down 9. Fires in zone. Batted away. What a play by Jalen McMurray, who is questionable to play in this game. And he comes up with a massive stop for Tennessee, forcing a field goal into the win for Illinois.
Oh, it's a great job by McMurray. It's kind of a glance route, a little bit longer of a slant. He does a great job of undercutting it at the top of the route, getting his hand out in front. The ball is accurate. There was a little contact at the top, but not enough for a flag.
Got to do that just to get to the back guard Tootsies. 20-yard attempt to David Alano. Drills it. But Illinois held to a field goal. And the Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl coming down to the last 5 minutes. Tennessee will have the ball when we return.
The thing about hair is, even if it starts here, it'll end up there. But Swiffer Sweeper Deluxe is made to get hair anywhere. Brooms just push and move. But Swiffer gives you a clean that's mom-approved. The collapsible, storable Swiffer Sweeper Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery, tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Celebrity Cruises' latest offers. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm.
It's like needing the protection of this guard.
Forgetting that guard.
Where do we even get this guy?
Kevin Barnes, beat Franklin Elementary. Okay, stop! Stop! Guys, actually, the city ordinance.
Come on, get ready. I need you to block 5 up.
You think I have a shot to make the team?
No.
Respect the best, respect the best. So don't settle for just any insurance. There's State Farm.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, Susan. Honey.
Yeah?
I respect that, but that cough looks pretty bad. Try this Robitussin honey.
The only brand with True Source certified honey.
Mind if I root through your trash?
The powerful cough relief you need.
Robitussin.
Indiana gonna win, baby!
We're in Florida asking people what they put their money on! I'm all in on OKC!
Indiana got that dog in them.
Will egg prices go up this month?
I think we'll hit $20. How many hurricanes do you think we'll have this year?
Kalshi
lets you legally trade on anything, anywhere in the U.S.
OKC! OKC!
Spectrum is connectivity everywhere.
Oh, shut the door, no cap.
Built by an internet company because internet is what you use your phone for. And Spectrum One seamlessly combines 5G and fiber-powered internet at the fastest wireless speeds. Just one reason Spectrum is the fastest growing mobile provider. Spectrum One. It's only the seamless connection you love at home, everywhere you go. It's only everything. Additional mobile lines are just $30 a month.
Well, first, Cam's got to glow up, and then Illinois on the verge of winning 9 games in consecutive seasons, 9+. They got 10 last year, including the bowl win against South Carolina, 8 so far this season. Brett Bielema has done a tremendous job bringing belief to Champaign-Urbana and into the football program. Why it hurt so hard when they fell out of playoff contention. He said the secret to that is I never told my team that we're on the path to the playoff, and we had it right in front of us. Despite the great start being a top 10 program 6 weeks into the season, and they lost 3 of their final 6, you understand. They lost to Indiana, one team in the country, despite it being a blowout, and then to Ohio State, but they went on the road to Washington, turned the ball over, and got outplayed in the rain in Seattle. Kickoff comes out at the 6, and a fumble, regroup, trying to find the edge. And look at this. John Doxson's got the sideline, and he may go. Trying not to run out of steam. Dodson takes it to the house. 95-yard kickoff return. And Tennessee is a kick away from the lead. Sometimes at this time of year, you got to lean on guys who haven't been key contributors on game day. And that's exactly what Tennessee has done now with Joakim Dotson getting an opportunity to impact this game. I don't think of all the times we've seen Tennessee this year, we've uttered his name once.
No. And actually, the fumble kind of helped open the hole for Tennessee on that one.
And Tennessee is in front by 1. It's tonight's clutch delivery brought to you by Chipotle.
Boy, so he's going to bobble this ball, and because of that, the Illinois defender on the wide side of that field that should have contained ends up getting his eyes looking at the ball on the ground. It's out of position and allows Tennessee to take the edge. And a massive play. Got the far left side of the screen, starts pointing at the ball, gets out of position, then gets blocked. Star Thomas out there blocking. And finally in the Music City Bowl, a wacky play going in the favor of Tennessee.
A 4-star recruit and true freshman from Memphis, Joey Aguilar says, yes, sir. Special teams getting it done. The first Kickoff return for a touchdown for the Volunteers. It's Velus Jones against South Alabama in November of 21. And Rocky Top loud and clear in Nashville.
Well, this game has turned in an instant. It has felt for 3.5 quarters like Illinois has been in complete control. And just like that, they find themselves down.
There's an injured player for Tennessee. We can't quite make out his number just yet. Both teams with a non-offensive touchdown tonight. Illinois with a strip sack in the third quarter of Aguilar that they fell on in the end zone, and then Tennessee with a kickoff return score. And his injury, the only thing dampening the mood here at Nissan Stadium after Tennessee faithful that showed up tonight had a reason to come out of their seats. Looks like Bennett Warren, redshirt freshman offensive lineman. By the way, Joakim Dotson getting the opportunity in the kick return game because Tennessee's got guys who've done that all season. They're not playing in this game.
Yeah. And again, in a weird way, bobbling that ball really helped lead to a breakdown in kickoff coverage, a breakdown in gap integrity from that kickoff coverage team. But not to take away from Dotson, that was a heck of an effort individually as well to have the vision, turn the corner with speed, and take that one to the house.
So many coaches talk about the bowl season as opportunities to springboard into next year. And Dotson, certainly with that touch and a touchdown, will gain great confidence. And Warren being helped off by the athletic training staff of Tennessee.
You think of a guy like Jalen Hyatt a couple of years ago who was playing sparingly, had a bigger game here, a couple big catches in the Music City Bowl, and obviously went on to make waves in his final year at Tennessee. These are great opportunities for young guys and for players that just haven't had the opportunity yet to have a breakout moment or a breakout game and carry that momentum into off-season success and into success the following season as well.
Both of these coaches took time at their bowl prep, about a third of their practices for each side, to use as developmental practices and give the freshmen an opportunity to show what they can do, the twos versus the threes. Further down on the depth chart, you cannot knock that smile off of Dodson's face. It's 4:58 to play in regulation in Nashville. Tennessee up by 1. No return. Coming up next, bowl season rolls on. Number 16, USC matches up with TCU in the Valero Alamo Bowl. Trojans 2-5 all time in bowls played in the state of Texas. They lost 4 straight. Last one, the 95 Cotton Bowl against Texas Tech. Cole, the Alamo Dome will be a little toastier than what you're experiencing down on the field here today. Can't even talk. Luke Altmyer is one of the best in the country in game-winning drives, final minute or overtime. He leads all active quarterbacks with 6 over the last 3 seasons. Altmyer steps away from pressure and gets past the 30 and up to the 32-yard line.
And it's because of veteran decisions like that. Don't force the ball into tight coverage. Don't throw the ball away. Use your athleticism and turn what could have been a 0 or negative play into a gain of 7 yards to start the drive. It's a massive play that often goes under the radar.
Brett Beal referenced one of those big comebacks, overtime win on the road against Nebraska, as Altmyer's coming out party as the line. Here's Lafferty, and he's into Tennessee territory. The junior from Gibson City, Illinois, showing his track speed. The 28-yard pickup.
Now Andre Turrentine, number 2 on the backside, gets his eyes caught in the backfield. Over pursues that one, loses contain. Lafleur takes advantage.
August play of the night for Illinois. Good push by Josh Kreutz and Brendan Henderson, the right guard. Kind of took that double team of the defensive tackle up into the linebacker's lap to make that vision that Jordan was talking about a little bit more difficult.
Mainly upperclassmen on that Illinois offensive line, the exception being left tackle. Altmaier fakes left, comes back screen right. That is blown up. Trying to get it to Lawford. And it was Edwin Spillman. .33 to play. Illinois down 1. William Inge was a college teammate of Brett Bielema at Iowa. Their lockers were situated right next to each other. Inge said it was the coaching staff we played for that got us prepared to be coaches. Injecting DC tonight for Tennessee. QB draw. Altmaier with the punt fake. Throws a couple. And they'll be set up now for 3rd and 3.5.
Again, kind of this gray area of the field. We've seen a few field goals attempted in this area. The first one for Illinois came up short. Well, didn't come up short, but got knocked down by the wind and ended up going wide right. So you wonder how confident Brett Bielema is in kicking a little bit of a longer field goal going in this direction here on 3rd and short.
Injured Tennessee player gives Illinois an opportunity to talk about it. It's David Hobbs, junior from Concord, North Carolina. He's a 5-star recruit, #1 player in the state. But it's never boring when Tennessee comes to the Music City Bowl. There's always some sort of drama. And now, after the kickoff return for a score, it's a 1-point Tennessee lead.
Nashville's never boring. You know that from Tootsie's last night.
Oh, thank you. What does Luke Altmaier bring to the table in moments like this?
Decision making, right? The first play of that drive, instead of forcing the throw, just using his legs. Find ways to get positive plays, not incompletions and not negative plays. That takes a guy that started a ton of football, and he has over his career here in Illinois. So it's the decision-making that bodes so well for him late in games. That's why he's been so good at bringing them back.
We talked to him a couple of times this week, including right before the game today when he was out there for warm-ups. You can tell that this game has meaning to him.
No doubt. I mean, not just because it's an SEC opponent, and he was in the SEC, not as a starter at Ole Miss, but as a guy that wanted to play in the SEC, now gets to prove that Illinois is good enough to take down an SEC opponent for the 2nd straight year. He did it last year against South Carolina, but we've talked about the historical context for this Illinois team, doing things or the opportunity to do something that has never been done, and winning back-to-back 9+ season games. This is their back-to-back bowl game for the first time ever. And I was a part of a program that got to do things like that. Historical things that had never been accomplished. It's special. It means a lot to Luke Altmaier because he loves and has embraced this school and this fan base.
Think about the difference in the program. Tennessee playing in its 57th bowl game. This is only the 22nd for Illinois. Their first game in a row was in 1947.
And potentially 2-down territory here, depending on if they gain a few yards or fail to pick up this 3rd down.
Banging in the backfield, they're going to throw to Beatty, try to work the perimeter. And the far side had it as a 1st down. The near side did not. It'll be 4th down, 4th and 1.
He's going to try to reach the ball here towards the end. Goes out of bounds. Man, looked like it was real close.
You got QB sneak here, Altmaier.
I love a good quarterback sneak.
Brett Bielema told us in moments like this, Luke Altmaier can't have the ball enough.
They're going to use their final timeout, setting up for a 4th and 1 with 2:23 to play.
Timeout, Illinois. 30-second charge timeout. That is their 3rd and final of the half.
Matt Austin is our rules analyst. Matt, another look at Beatty trying to gain enough for the first down, which is the 30. How do you see it, Matt?
The forward progress spot is where the ball crosses the sideline as he's striding out of bounds. And really, from the views we have, it's just impossible to tell exactly where it crossed. You almost need a shot directly overhead looking straight down.
We lost that camera due to budget cuts when we paid for Cole's hand warmers.
Oh, darn.
That'll do it. Didn't hear the announcement from our referee. Here we go.
Okay. Rolling on the field, the runner was short of the line to gain. That play is under further review.
Okay, so to Matt's point, forward progress ends where the ball crosses the sideline. And here's the look we have. It wasn't really extended. And so where the body ends up onto the apron, that doesn't matter. It's where the ball was right as it crosses over the sideline.
Yeah, to Matt's point, I think it's just going to be
He was short of the line
if he's 3 inches further than he should have been, or if it was a correct spot. You just have no idea at this angle when the ball is crossing that out of bounds line.
And remember, he was ruled short on the field. Yeah, I tell you what they could do, and maybe this makes a difference depending on your play call. It's a yard to gain. It's 4th and 1 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they could make that 4th and a foot. They could make it 4th and inches, even if they don't give him the first down.
Yeah, you have to try to piece together where his right foot was and possibly where the ball could have been. But I still don't think there's any way you could even say, yeah, let's move it forward a foot. You just don't know that moment that the ball crosses that invisible vertical barrier of where the out-of-bounds line is. And again, crucial. Did they give them the timeout back?
I don't know. They used the timeout, but the play clock was at 1 second.
Yes, I don't think they did.
Right.
So crucial that they now only have 1 timeout, because if they don't get this, if they hadn't to use that timeout, they'd have 2 and the 2 minute.
They did give it back to them because they have 1 now.
Well, that's what I mean. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. But even still, it just paints the picture of how crucial this 4th down is, having just that 1 timeout. The clock will stop again at 2 minutes. But if you don't pick this up, that clock starts to go really quickly.
So let me ask you an additional question. This is a bowl game. It's by all means an exhibition game. Obviously, both teams want to win. Everybody's focused on one
After
yard.
the ruling on the field is upheld.
Knowing Barry Lunny's creativity, knowing Brett Bielema's creativity, are we sticking with something in the A-gap here, or are we going to take a shot?
I don't know if you take a shot, but is there a gadget-type trick play that you trust Hank Beatty? Depending on where you align him, doesn't look like that's what it's going to be. It's either going to be a sneak or possibly this little belly play to aid the Lafferty.
I'd love to go with the first man in this situation. Fagan is also in the backfield. There it is. The Lafferty's got the first down and more. Inside the 20. They change it up, and Jordan Anderson got the carry.
Yeah, the tight end, and a 3-point stance from my vantage point. I thought it was Lafferty, but it's that little belly play paid off for Illinois. A 4th down, do or die. Illinois picks it up. Still 1 point down. We got drama here in the 4th.
And Doug,
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. People, it's a mascot!
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants. Do birds need pants? And the control room censored it.
Oh, only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Stand alone with fire and sun, with spikes and drum. I won't subside. Against the odds, our life again. With passion.
Think you can't afford weight loss meds? Get the lowest cost FDA approved GLP-1s on Roe. Insurance or cash pay doesn't matter. Covered or not, you still get the lowest cost possible on Roe. Dave pays $50 with insurance. Lisa qualified for a $199 starting price without. No matter how you pay, you can count on the lowest cost possible for GLP-1s on Roe. See if you're covered for GLP-1s at roe.co/lowest.
It's me, shrugging emoji. What if my tuition goes up while earning my degree?
At University of Phoenix, it's locked in until you graduate your program.
Locked in?
I'll make sure of it.
Lock in affordable tuition at University of Phoenix.
Ally helps millions spend smarter and save more for the things that matter most to them. That's why we're the bank that's your ally.
We're back in our college football studio, the nightcap of our triple header. Jaden Mayaba, USC, getting set to take on TCU in the Valero Alamo Bowl. That's coming up after the exciting finish in Nashville. Fellas?
All right, Matt, thank you. Fans, you can check out the ESPN app for the Capital One post game immediately following the game. Illinois has run for 147 yards in the second half. But Tennessee with a long kickoff return for the go-ahead score. Now the Illini trying to answer. Handoff, Lafferty. Now Lafferty is able to pick up a few. And Tennessee uses a timeout. 1:56 to play.
30-second timeout. Tennessee first for the half.
Yeah, smart usage there for Josh Heupel, trying to keep as much of the clock available in case Illinois does score.
Here's a look at the second half scoring summary. It was a strip sack for Illinois, and the Illini had a great momentum here in the third quarter. Tennessee was able to answer the John Bishop touchdown. And Luke Altmaier called his own number. Like a 10-point lead. Bishop again. And Tennessee got all the momentum on this 94-yard kickoff return. Just when you thought the Volunteers were dead in the water.
This is where Tennessee, you got to know where Hank Bailey is, number 80 for Illinois. They like to move him around. Actually, they're going to take him off the field right now. It's a bold move, Cotton.
Altmaier hands it off. This is Lafferty. And another timeout for Tennessee. 1:50 to play.
30-second timeout. second of the half for Tennessee. Game clock operator, let's put 1:51 back up on the game clock. Thank you.
They'll give him another second. Josh Heupel not happy about something. He's talking to the referee. They broke the huddle with 12. A guy runs off, and you guys didn't throw a flag.
Yeah, he and Martinez were out there right after the play time. I think you're right. That's what they were upset about.
Beatty was all the way out wide, outside the numbers on the opposite side, then ran all the way back off the sideline.
Hard to miss. Well, Illinois with the 3rd and 6. But a steady wind all night, especially in the upper reaches of the stadium. The ribbons on the top of the goalpost not moving much. We saw it impact the Tennessee field goal attempt earlier.
Never a backup left tackle for Illinois. If there was a time for Caleb Herring, defensive end for Tennessee, to make a play, now would be good.
3rd down 6. First down pretty much seals it. Oh. Well, that'll get them closer. See who it's against. If it's obviously Tennessee, it gives them 3rd and 1.
Offside. Good contact. 90. 5-yard penalty.
Dominic Bailey jumped. Tennessee has 1 timeout remaining.
I think everybody jumped on that one.
Now, ball security key. Altmaier had a turnover inside the 10 in the regular season finale against Northwestern. Fagan is the running back. Here's Fagan, a battering ram, pushes straight ahead, gets it to the 5. And an Illinois first down.
30-second timeout. Tennessee, 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, Tennessee will try to save as much time as possible with 1:46 to play. And Illinois has 4 downs to punch it in or kick the go-ahead field goal. Back-to-back goal wins for the first time in program history.
This is an interesting scenario for this Tennessee defense because they are out of timeouts with a new set of downs for Illinois. They can run the football, which they want to do. They can take 3 knee right here and take this clock almost all the way down. So if you're Tennessee, you'll try to let them score here to at least give yourself an opportunity to have the ball with a chance to win with over a minute left. Obviously, it depends on what Illinois is going to do here, but minute 46, no timeouts, and Alano, the kicker, has missed only 1 inside 30 yards and hasn't missed an extra point all season. College kickers are what they are, but it's a near certainty that Illinois would take the lead. They gave Tennessee the timeout back because they stopped the clock due to the first down, and that's why it restarted. Altmaier rolls right, takes it to the middle of the field. Now Tennessee could use another timeout. And it will, 1:22.
Tennessee, 3rd and final timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
I see Illinois is going to be content to get the ball in the position that their kicker wants, which by that play right there, the kicker wants this centered up. They are going to try to attempt a game-winning field goal
I just say Hermano for the win.
Load it up. Get the brothers in there. Milano's made for 30 and 28 today. And Luke Altmaier leads all college football quarterbacks with 6 game-winning drives in the final minute or overtime of the last 3 seasons. And what a way to cap his run at Illinois. Altmaier keeping here himself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're not going to try to run a play to allow Tennessee to let them into the end zone. They're going to take a knee right where they want this ball, right down the middle for a chip shot field goal. They're going to do this one more time, take that clock all the way down.
14 years ago, Luke Altmaier was in the stadium watching Mississippi State beat Wake Forest in the Music City Bowl behind the play quarterback Chris Ralph. His dad was the team physician then. He said, I grew up around the program. I grew up around all the great quarterbacks who came through Mississippi State, including, of course, Dak Prescott. Had access to the program each and every day. And now here he is wearing an Illinois uniform. Trying to set the Illini up for the win.
They'll take this all the way down. Very well managed from Brett Bielema. They'll call a timeout with a few seconds left, and they will.
Jordan, you mentioned that managed well. I go back to some of the things we learned about this program. Quarterback Wednesdays, where only the quarterbacks are allowed to speak in meetings. Quarterback meetings with no coach involved, where the quarterbacks have to give reports to one another. End of half meetings that they practice, end of game meetings that they practice throughout the course of the week. All of these things that Brett Bielema has gotten going at Illinois with his quarterbacks and his players, and Luke Altmaier said all of those have just infused him with confidence.
That's the interesting part of that Brett Bielema picked it up from his time in New England. He said, listen, Tom Brady would have quarterback meetings without Josh McDaniels. It was just quarterbacks only in that room, and you learn so much. And now the attention to detail and the clock management. The Illinois coaching staff had a meeting late last night with a 218-play film review that prepared them specifically for game situations tonight. How are we going to handle it in this scenario? What if this scenario occurs? And coordinators don't know the plays. That's right. It's all a surprise. Bielema has put the clips together with the film staff. And Barry Lundy said this is just another example of how Brett Bielema has grown as a coach. 29-yard attempt from David Olano, the junior out of Naperville, Illinois, and Naperville North. This for back-to-back bowl wins for the Illini. And Illinois walks off Tennessee. David Olano with the winner. Brett Bielema with back-to-back bowl wins for the first time in Illinois football history. Tonight's Capital One player of the game is Illinois quarterback Luke Altmaier.
And what a job by Altmaier.